Hello, I'm Karena Thundercloud with a post-Memorial Day update. This past weekend, people came together to remember the sacrifices of our warriors. The legislature gives thanks to all who shared their memories and celebrations. They were truly inspiring. This week, I'm also sharing my strongest prayers for all missing and murdered Indigenous women and children. I'm praying that their families are hopeful and find strength for our future generations. We have been working alongside other tribes to enact state and federal legislation aimed at protecting our families. The Violence Against Women Act was effective in violence prevention, investigations, and prosecutions. The Ho-Chunk Nation is optimistic that Washington will reauthorize VAWA. Here in the legislature, we are working on budgets. This is going to be a difficult time, even as the Madison Casino partially reopens, and our other casinos have plans to partially reopen soon. We must be aware that there may be a budget shortfall. Under the Ho-Chunk Constitution, the legislature has the responsibility to approve a budget for the nation. So as the nation's fiduciary authority, the legislature will review all branches and departments' financial plans to be sure that our resources are being used in the most rational and responsible manner. Recently, the President has let you know that the nation has received the CARES Act funding from the United States. To be clear, this funding must be used explicitly for the coronavirus response and cannot be dispersed as a general distribution to tribal members. These funds can be used for related expenses, such as medical expenses, public health expenses, and compliance with public health measures, such as disinfecting public facilities and other safety procedures. We care about the employees of the nation. The legislature passed a resolution to retain health insurance for those employees who've been laid off and are covering their premiums while they're laid off. We recently passed a resolution allowing these employees to repay their insurance premiums over the course of a year so they can get back on their feet quickly. We care about you and your families. This week, legislators and staff will be joining forces with other volunteers, HHCDA, Community Health, the Executive Branch, and the Hunger Task Force to begin an aggressive food distribution effort in every district of the nation. We've relayed a concern from D2 and D3 about masks for our at-risk tribal members living in the areas most affected by COVID-19. We've set aside funding from the Department of Health to purchase masks and help distribute them to the tribal members that need them most. Our hope is that soon we can make masks available to all tribal members. In the meantime, we must remain safer at home, practice effective social distancing, and care for our families, our friends, and our neighbors. Thank you.